Hey everybody, Kennis here. I hope you're having a good day. This vlog, I'm going to talk about a rehearsal etiquette concept, showing up on time. When you show up late for a rehearsal, you are stealing time from somebody else. And you're basically saying, my time is more important than your time. You know, to put it in perspective, if you were in a group that had 8 people and you were 15 minutes late for rehearsal, you just took 2 hours of time cumulatively for everybody else. When I was 16 years old, I was leading worship at my church. And so I was like the guy up front with the guitar, singing the songs, leading the music essentially. And there was another lady, her name is Beth, and she kind of led the band and was the organization person. There was this one particular time, our service started at 10:30 in the morning on a Sunday morning. We would decide 9 or 9:30 to arrive on Sunday morning, go through a sound check, maybe run through our songs a couple times if we need to. Sometimes it would be 9, sometimes it would be 9:30. This particular Sunday, it was 9 o'clock. I woke up a little bit late and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna just make it 9:30. And then that way, if anybody says, hey, you know, why were you 30 minutes late? I would just go, oh, was it 9 o'clock? I thought it was 9:30, you know, just kind of pull that card out, you know, essentially lying. You know, I didn't know, so it was kind of like one of those half-truths type thing. Ended up getting there at 9:40, so I'm really 40 minutes late. And then I tried to pull it off like, oh, I'm only 10 minutes late, sorry. This leader, Beth, she pulled me aside into this back room and she said, Kennis, I want you to understand what you are doing to the other members of your team. When you are late, you're stealing the time from other people. Today, you were 40 minutes late. First, I tried to go, well, I thought it was 9:30, and she just totally cut me off, said, it doesn't matter when you thought it was. You were late. You chose not to make it important for you to know what time it was and to show up on time. She said, you've stolen 40 minutes from me, and you've stolen 40 minutes from everybody else in this group. You need to have that value that showing up on time respects people. This concept like, oh my gosh, I have disrespected everybody else simply by not showing up on time. 40 minutes times 8 people is 320 minutes, 5 hours and 20 minutes of life that Sunday I took from my group because I chose to be late. Whatever my excuses were, they're just excuses and they're not good reasons. So that really made a big impact in my life. She said, you need to go in there, look everybody in the eye and apologize for being late. And I still do that to this day. If I show up late for somewhere, I'm not ever gonna just kind of sneak in and then, oh, well, hopefully no one will ever notice. I address it that, hey, I apologize for being late. And I tell people, especially if I'm on a team with somebody, I apologize for being late. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm going to try to be better at this. It won't happen again. Musicianship is one of those things that half of it is being good and the other half of it is being a pleasure to play with and being a pleasure to work with. You could be an amazing player, you could be an amazing singer, you could be very, very, very good, but if you are not a pleasure to work with, it just is a drain on everybody else. And in your career as a musician, whether you're trying to do it as a profession or as a hobby, your opportunities to play with other people will start to go down because of the fact that you're not a pleasure to be with. And this is one of those things that you can be a fun, great person. If you're late for rehearsals, it stresses other people out. So just driving around thinking it was kind of on my mind, and then I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna make a video on this. So hopefully you've enjoyed it. If you haven't, you're probably not around at this point anymore. So if you're here now, if you would give me a thumbs up, that'd be awesome. And if this is your first time watching one of my videos, please subscribe. And also check out my music theory videos posted every Thursday for Music Theory Thursdays. Kennis out, and I'll see you in another video. One person in the group doesn't practice and everybody else does. And so that one person shows up to rehearsal and steals time away from the rest of the people in the group.